Does any being on this earth love life as much a dog? Whether they're romping in fresh snow or rolling over for belly rubs, our canine companions tend to savor each moment life gives them. So if we paid more attention, we'd realize dogs are basically spiritual gurus who can guide us on the path to enlightenment. If you want to live life like your pup, and really, who doesn't? Pretty soon, we've worked ourselves up into a frenzy, and we don't even notice the world around us. I am walking with my wonderful human. They seem to be thinking I have picked up an excellent stick. Every time you feed your dog, they react as though it's the first time they've ever seen food. Every time you grab the leash to take them out for a walk, they zoom back and forth in a flurry of excitement. Dogs aren't bitter or angry about what's come before. As one owner wrote about her pit bull who was rendered blind after a hit and run, dogs can be put through horrible things, but they still can bounce back and live a happy life. It's not about who loves who more or who does what for whom, it's just love for love's sake. Then suddenly, your dog rolls over and gives you a look that says, "How can you be so upset when there is a belly rub for the taking right in front of you?" Dogs are always there to remind us to focus on the positive even if it's just something small that brings us joy. His owner tweeted that he found some lasagna in a cemetery once, and whenever has gone missing, has always run off to that cemetery, looking for more Italian food even 3 years later. While there might not be lasagna in the cemetery ever again, one of these days, some pasta will fall off of Devo's owner's fork. No matter what position dogs find themselves in, they don't stress. Let's say they get stuck in a cat door, and this is just hypothetical. Dogs do not struggle against the cat door they're stuck in. They're one with the cat door. They know they will get out of it when the time is right. Humans hesitate whenever they're forced to do something with uncertain variables or unknown outcomes. Dogs, on the other hand, simply open your car, dog, and Fido will bolt into the back seat. Sure, sometimes those car rides result in trips to the vet, but there's always the chance that they could lead to playtime in the park, and that makes the adventure worthwhile. Your dog might be onto something with all those walks they're begging to take. According to the Mayo Clinic, adding walking into your everyday routine can help you prevent heart disease, improve your mood, and maintain a trim waistline. And that's hardly the only way dogs help you get healthy. Dogs understand better than any human that sometimes family isn't our blood relatives. It's the people in our lives who we've chosen to have there. Our dogs might not be related to us by blood, but you'd never know it based on the way they love us and vice versa. Dogs don't judge people based on the color of their skin, their sexual orientation, or their gender. Heck, our colorblind canines can't even see the shade of our skin all that well. What dogs rely on and what we should rely on too in order to separate the good humans from the bad ones are simply people's personality traits and actions. It's smiles and pets that let dogs know that humans are trustworthy, not the race or whom they love. Big dogs, small dogs, thick dogs, skinny dogs, we love them all. Quite frankly, it doesn't make any sense how we embrace dogs not in spite of, but because of their body types and then judge each other for being too tall, too short, too fat, or too skinny. Everybody is different, and we should love them just how they are. After all, if we can do it with dogs, then we can do it with each other too. Have you ever accidentally slammed your dog's tail in a door or stepped on his paw? If your answer is yes, then you know inflicting pain on your pup is one of the worst feelings in the world. And yet, our canine comrades seem to forget that anything ever happened after just a few seconds. Yes, dogs really are one of the most forgiving species out there. That's just part of what makes them so carefree and happy-go-lucky. We humans could learn a thing or two from dogs about forgiveness and letting go of grudges. Have you noticed that dogs always manage to find the one sliver of light in an otherwise dark room in which to take a nap? They do the same thing figuratively as well, and it should inspire us to do the same. And thy neighbor's neighbor, and anyone with a treat, really, or without a treat. Those people can be great too.